How do cultural symbolic systems communicate meaning? Imagine walking through a bustling market in a foreign country and noticing a pattern of colors, objects, or gestures that seem to carry a message. Ever wonder how these symbols speak without words? Well, that's the core of how cultural symbolic systems work. They use symbols like words, images, gestures, and objects to share ideas, beliefs, and emotions that everyone in that culture understands. These symbols act as a special language that goes beyond just talking. They let people express complex ideas like respect, trust, or social roles without saying a single word. At the simplest level, a symbol is anything that stands for something else. But symbols don't have meaning on their own. People give them significance based on their cultural background. For example, a handshake can mean trust in one country, but in another, a bow might show respect. These differences show how meaning is built through shared understanding. Language is a big part of this system. Words are symbols that help us talk about things that are not physically present. The word dharma in Indian traditions, for example, covers ideas about duty and ethics that are hard to explain with just physical objects. But symbols aren't just words. They include rituals, myths, art, clothing, and traditions. These all work together to form a bigger picture of what a culture values and believes. Some symbols are flexible and change over time, like new fashion styles or modern rituals. Others are more fixed, like ancient religious icons or traditional ceremonies that stay the same for generations. These symbols help cultures keep their stories alive and pass them down to future generations. Symbols also help create a sense of belonging. When people recognize shared symbols, they feel connected to their community. They also set boundaries that separate insiders from outsiders based on what symbols they understand. This shared knowledge helps maintain social order and cultural identity. When we understand how these systems work, we can better appreciate the traditions and customs of different cultures. It helps us see that symbols are more than just images or gestures. They are the keys to understanding a culture's history, values, and family customs. So, in essence, cultural symbolic systems communicate meaning by using symbols that representing shared ideas and values. They do this through language, gestures, rituals, and objects that carry layered messages. These symbols encode complex concepts that guide how people behave and see themselves. They also preserve cultural heritage by passing down shared knowledge from one generation to the next. When we recognize and respect these symbols, we open the door to understanding and connecting with cultures around the world.